Well, our makeshift finale for season 21, which we didn't realize was going to be our finale, actually really kind of went back to a bunch of old cases throughout the season. And for Kat in particular, the end of season 21 saw her finally getting a serial rapist and murderer put behind bars. So that was a huge win for her. Being back for season 22 feels amazing, both as an actress and as a character. So much has happened to all of us in the world in the last 6 months, and I think the opportunity to start addressing some of that in a public forum through the show is a really unique opportunity. And I myself am really happy as a human to have something to put my energy towards again. Very true to SVU roots, we kick off season 22 with a glimpse of reality. That was something that we had to really consider, was how the events of the last few months have impacted us as characters. And so we start with a racially charged scene in Central Park that really brings to light, you know, the possible biases that even some of our most familiar characters might have. To be a series regular is a huge accomplishment as an actor. It's not only that you get the validation of knowing somebody wants to keep you there, but from an employment standpoint, it's pretty amazing to have a regular paycheck. And that's not to be taken lightly when it comes to your mental health, you know? And so to have the opportunity to not only be a series regular in general, but to do it on a show that's as well known as SVU, comes with as much excitement as it does kind of responsibility and nerves as well. What's interesting is I think what you can expect to see from Kat is a lot of the same, but I mean that in a dynamic way. A lot of what Kat represented in season 21, I think, is even more important in season 22 as she challenges a lot of the norms that you see in policing, in human interactions, and I think that her difference of opinion becomes even more important now in this especially charged atmosphere between police and civilians. Yes, you know, I think something that makes it especially important in the SVU world that we reflect reality is the fact that within the squad room we represent so many different points of view. So we have officers of color and we have those who may have racial bias, and we kind of are representing all sides of the coin, and I think that's what makes SVU so successful and so impactful, is their ability to sort of represent multiple sides of a particular situation. In particular, dealing with the way that cities and the police officers in their cities are kind of dealing with one another. I think you get multiple viewpoints on that even within one squad room, and I think that's something that SVU does really well. I think as the world evolves, SVU has evolved. I think I watched the pilot the other day for the first time, actually, way back 400-something episodes earlier. And even then, you know, Olivia's voice was one of challenge and really, you know, she's very inquisitive, and I think that the show has maintained that throughout the years. In particular, being a show with such a strong legacy and one that so many people have connected with over the years, I think we have a certain responsibility as well to accurately represent sort of the current atmosphere of the world, and I think that's something that they take very seriously here.